Omukyala wange n'abaana n'abazzukulu bali e Bungereza. Omukyala wange yalwala.
Sorry.
Ali kumpi n'omusawo e Bungereza. Naye abaana bali omanyi bwe twagenda nga batugobye mu nsi eno bali bankwata. Bw'osa ekitabo kino ekifa ku bulamu bwange ojja kusanga nti naakava mu Uganda nga nduka emirundi 2
nga bakuwaŋŋangusa.
Ogwokusooka n'adduka 1971 Amini gwe yajjamu. Naali nga mpandiisa ekitabo ekisookayo bakiyita Constitutional and the Government in Uganda. Ku page oba 389 nenyogera nengamba nti nankani education yaba yafuna teyagala babeere mu cabinet office babayigira babeere mu barracks nti ba military officers tebalina buyinza kutufuga. Nenkyogera mu 1971 openly.
Yes.
Editor wange yali nankani East African Literature Bureau. Editor nanyita nagamba nti omanyi nti oli mu biro byami katukize mu ekyo.
You edit out that part.
To edit out that part. I said leave it there. Tokijamu kubanga nze Katonda ambulidde nyogera ekyo ate n'abantu baffe bakimanyi kiva kontya oyagala nyogera nankani bitali byamazima
obulimba
nakirekamu. Waliwo oyo akisoma sijja kumwogera erinnya
akyali mulamu
yali ngaso femi twali nga tusomesa Makerere nga tukatandika isomero lyaffe ly'amateeka department ya law nakiwandiikawo mu government paper bali nga bagiyita Agasi. N'agamba nti Kanyeihamba ayogedde nti abamilitary tebamanyi kufuga tebyobufuzi babivemu. Kale ne batandika kunoonya Kanyeihamba ono yaani. Ekyampa omukisa balabe erinnya Kanyeihamba naye tebayinza kuntako ekifaananyi.
Erinnya balitegeera naye ng'omuntu tebamumanyi.
Bamanya nti nsomese e Makerere. Ekyokusooka basooka ne beeyita mukulu wa university baali bamweta Frank Kalimuzo, musajja mukambwe ennyo. Yali nga yasooka nga the first civil servant mu colonial time. Bagamba nti waliwo omulenzi ab'Ekabaale bamuyita Kanyeihamba George. Batugambye nti yagenze n'ayimba abaana n'abagamba nti bamilita tebamanyi kufuga. N'akiteeka no mu kitabo. Tumwagala wano tumubuuze otubuuzo. Omanyi Kalimuzo kye yakola? Naali nga ndi mu kiraasi gwali Lwokuna njukira.
Oli mu kulecturinga? Ndi
mu kulecturinga. N'agamba omukarani we secretary genda ogambe Kanyeihamba aje wano kati.
Lecture neeyimirira.
Nemugamba nti ndi kumpi kukumala. It was about 3:30 in the evening, in the afternoon. Nti mugambe nti ndi kumpi kumala.
Akulindeko
anindeko nja kumusanga mu office. Omwala bonna baaliwo ba students nabaga agambe nti oje kati.
At such a tone,
excited.
At such a tone.
Then I realized nti ekintu kino kintu kikulu kangende.
Noyimiriza
lecture. Abaana mubiwulidde katulekerawo. Nja kubalaba next week. Kubanga lwakuna nja kubalaba next week. Nengenda ow'omwami Frank Kalimuzo mu office ya principal bali bamweta principal enaku ezo tewali nga bamugamba vice chancellor naye mulimo gumu nangamba ati tombuuza bibuuzo byonna va wano gende eka
olwakugoba
gende eka gwe n'omukyala we mukoma akasanduko katono n'omwana we nalina omwana omwawo tubawadde tiketi mugende Nairobi tombuuza bibuuzo byonna mugende
so toyina kyewayogera kyonna
nze naamanyi nti ndikubi owe amini yalinga abantu batandike kufa n'okubula babula tebalaba nemanya nti this is very serious ati gwe nja kujayo na vice chancellor nankani secretary wa university baali omwami bamweta Asafia Wandira tujja kujeewo tukutwale gwe n'omwana we n'omukyala we tubatwale ku airport bwe bakubuuza ogambe nti ngende Nairobi kukola shopping n'omukyala ntujja kudda ku Sunday bampa tiketi egende Nairobi return ticket olwo abasirikale bamini nga banoonya
naye erinnya balimanyi naye face
tebamanyi face.
Okay, that is very good.
Kale omwami Kalimuzo yajja nga sawa I think planes ziba Entebbe nga zigende in Nairobi it was taking off about 5:30 or thereabouts
PM
ne bagiye wange nali nga nsula kalolo nze n'omukyala n'amubuulira naye tenamubuulira ensonga naye mugamba nti waliwo omuntu atuwadde a complimentary ticket tugende tulabe naali nayo mukwano gwange yali chief immigration officer wa Kenya bamuyita James Mutwa nti tugende wa Mutwa kumalayo weekend today
omukyala nakkiriza
netugenda nze naye nze nga ntya naye sitya muntu wena kujja ku Katonda
toyina muntu gwotya okujjako
Katonda yekka kale bwe twatuuka ku airport vice chancellor bamumanyi ne bamutya ati lecturer waffe
agenda ku Nairobi kuwummula shoppinga
emotoka eyafudde nze muleese ne bamutya ne bakkiriza ku abo mpo abakkiriza abantu kubiyitamu ne banzikiriza n'omwana tulina tiketi emwe return ticket kuva Nairobi netugenda kale bwe twatuukayo nentuuka Nairobi nankani nali nkubidde Mutwa nti njya eyo kumala weekend nze nali mmanyi nti simanyi ekintu ekiriwo bwe natuukayo nagamba nti tufunye message wa vice chancellor wo
principal
nti bw'otuuka wano tukuyambe batuwadde ne sente z'okugulira tiketi n'omwana we n'omukyala mugende e Bungereza.
Ekitegeeza principal oba vice chancellor ye yakugamba ogendako Nairobi naye nga literally olina kuyita mpaka Bungereza
nga ngenda Bungereza.
That was your first time in exile?
That was my first time in exile.
Okay, tugende maaso doctor.
Then kamale bino eby'exile.
Yeah.
Sinadda mu Uganda kujja ku 1979.
So you returned in 1979?
Okay. When Amin fell from power, kale mukama wange Yusufu Lule nafuuka president Rais w'Eggwanga najja naye byonna biri mu story yonna ebyafaayo byonna biri mu kitabo kyange ekyo The Blessings and the Joy of Who You Are ekitabo kiri wano nenfuuka ekyokusooka Minister wa Justice and Attorney General
That is in President Yusufu's regime.
In the Rule's time.
Yeah.
So I was the first ever Attorney General and the Minister of Justice in the Rule's government.
Yeah.
Na yomanyi government yaffe teyamalamu banga nene. Bwe twali awo military commission ne UPC ekulembedde omwami Paulo Muwanga ne batujamu
ne babawamba
ne batuwamba nze aba ministers abasinga obungi bali nga batuhousinga mu Nairo Mansions.
Currently Serena Hotel.
Yeah. Twali awo. Museveni yafuuka deputy minister mu government empya eyatujjako.
Olwo deputy minister wa ministry ki?
Ya defense.
Okay.
N'ateekako enankani ekirango. Nti abo bonna babadde basaabinga Lule babeere mu maka gabwe. Temuvaayo tujja kubakuumirayo. Bwe yakyogera nso.
Olwo ekirango kino akiyisa ku Radio Uganda.
Ku Radio Uganda.
Okay.
Museveni ali junior minister.
State minister, in other words.
Kale bwe yakola bw'atyo waliwo n'ekiramuza kukisanga mu kitabo ye nange nali omanyi nali minister wa justice na Attorney General Mulule. Twali nga tuteesezza Museveni nange tugende nankane Dar es Salaam State House tusabe nankane tusabe President Nyerere
Mwalimu Julius Nyerere
dembe kubali bali nga balumba Lule ne government nga bagala kujijako ne tuteesa kangende naye kale yagenda nti kangende ndeeti charter the plane nga tumulinze teyajja.
Olwo mwami Museveni kati President Museveni abagamba ebiseera ebyo tikagenda aleta chartered plane abatwale Dar es Salaam
government wamu nze ndi Minister of Justice and Attorney General ali junior minister
for defense
naye tumanyi nti asemba Lule nange nga twamusemba omanyi yali mumyuka wa Lule kale nankani babiyita gang of 4 n'abala bakola plan kutujamu ne tukimanya ne tuteesa nze kangende ne Museveni Dar es Salaam tusabe mwalimu kubanga aba Tanzania bali nga bafuga Uganda bali nga balabirira President Lule byonna nga babikola police zonna ze twakozesa mu nnaku za Lule zaali za Nyerere yali de facto president wa Uganda. Kale neninda
olinda nnyonyi
nga nina nnyonyi
oli ageze kuleta nnyonyi
yagenze kuleta sinabulaba
teyakomawo
teyakomawo bwe nali awo omwami bali bamwita Sinabulya James Sinabulya yali secretary private secretary wa Lule nanzita nga ndi munankani waliko olukubiri ndowooza olwokusatu ndi mu Nairo Mansions ati Attorney General tuli mu buzibu nti ki ati waliwo abali mu kakiiko ako ka Consultative Council baleese resolution egamba nti tebalina confidence in Lule bagala bamujeko
kumwimpikinga
tumanyi bakikola mu security ati ojjangu tuyambe ati kubanga gonya amateeka uyo Attorney General ojoze mu kakiiko obo oyambe president ati bamujamu nenkubira esimu driver wange yali awo nenkubira my bodyguard nti jangu tugende Entebbe kati bwe twatuuka ku Nankani ku gate ya Nile Mansions abalinzi baayo baali ba Tanzania bamaji ne bangana
okufuluma bagamba ddayo munda
nengamba nti basibo ndi mukama w'amateeka Uganda Attorney General mukama waffe President Lule ataddeko omulanga ngendeyo katikati
ampise
waliwo olukiiko lukulu lubeerayo ngendeyo kati
ne bagaana
instructions zaffe sigamba neyakubadde Katonda temukiriza abigo wano oba ayingire
nga baali bakambwe nnyo
kale bwe bakola bwe batyo bwe twateesa ne tugamba ku simu tugambe Museveni agendeyo na Kanyeihamba Attorney General
Minister wa Defense agende ne Attorney General
bapleading na Nyerere bino ebikokolwa bya Pablo Mwango na gango bufu bibeko omanya bali gango bufu
mwali nani
mwali mu Rugumayo mwali mu Wangola Nabudere and Professor Yashtandon. That's the gang of four.
Okay.
President Yashtandon katali mu Uganda. Yalinga ali refugee mu Zambia. Naye maze kwogera naye ku Nankani ku simu angamba nti akolera mu office ya Prime Minister wa Uganda kati.
Wali wane Kampala?
Ali wane Kampala. Yadda bade sishimanyi.
Yakukubira simu.
Nze namukubira.
Okay.
Ya wandika New Vision.
Oh.
Ngayogera ku bya communist na Museveni ye yava nenchi. Nze ndowooza ntawandikira Zambia.
Olowooza asinzidde Zambia kumba ali Kampala.
Kale bwe naabu agamba nti nze nkola mu Prime Minister's office. Nze nalowooza ntakola mu Prime Minister's office ya Zambia. Kale nashenyuuniza nembuuza omuntu omulala. Nti omanyi Yashtandon nti namulabye article ye yabadde mu monitor nti yagiwandikize Lusaka nti ebawa
oba Kampala
azali wano oluvannyuma nenyogera naye tanabakundaba naye nja kumulaba ndo
but you are in touch on phone
mubuuze kubanga kyengenda kwogerako nga tuvudde awo kintu kikulu mbadde ndi ku
Yashtandra
ne banganya kuva mu Nankani
bagana okuva mu Nile Mansion abamaje be
Tanzania
bagamba ne wabeera Katonda
tayinza kuyingira ne yakubadde Katonda tayinza kufuluma kale gwe ne banda tolina Katonda nekizooka kale nentuula bwe tubanga tupulaninga tugende Tanzania nze ne Museveni tupleading
ne government ya Tanzania
na ambulira nti Museveni bamufunye agenze kuno senayogera naye naye batwali nabo bagamba nti akiriza agenze kubukinga charter plane ebatwale nti kale nentulinda nabula naye that evening nibateekako ku mawulire Radio Uganda nti nakubuulidde owasooka kumbuulira ye James Senabulya Balete ne bangana kugendayo sanga bbiri aweze ekiro ne bagamba nti Nankani ebisemu resolution Constitutional Council
the resolution about impeaching your government
no removing Rule nti Rule kati tashali chairman wa UNLF bamuzemu
bamujjemu
obwesigye ate bakujjemu obwesigye nga chairman wa NLF n'obwa president
buba bukuvuddeko
nti kati badiscussinga aja kumusikira basooka ne bagamba nti Rugumayo Edward Rugumayo ye favorite candidate naye bamuvako kubanga bagamba tujje kumwe Omuganda twagala tuteeka kumwe Omuganda kyeba Museveni ne bagamba nti kati anoonya nankani Binaisa
olwo mwami Museveni anoonya mugenzi Binaisa
so ndowooza nga ebyokugenda Tanzania yabivako n'akyusa n'agenda ku ludda abaagala lulavemu
ate yakyuka n'ava mu gavumenti ye n'addamu ate erimu kujja mu buyinza
kale kati afuuddemu ambasada kata anoonya Binaisa akubeera president kale bwe nandi awo mikwano yange n'abo ababe ewaffe Kigezi ne baga Kanyamba tagenda mu kkomera tujja kumugjayo bajja ekiro kya kabiri Major Karugaba yali mu magye ga Uganda naye nga awummudde n'ajja ekiro n'abantu abalala yansanga mu Nairo n'agamba within 2 minutes we are living here we are making you escape from Uganda obuntu buganye ndibakoma bangu babuteeka mu bisago within 2 minutes
bakufulumya
ekiro bantwala abantu sijja kwogera bwe naabawo ne bantwala ow'omwami William Ngalama mukwano gwange yalinayo atiki bagamba tujja kubanga bakwese wano okutuuka obunatunga obulyo bw'okujja mu Uganda ogende Nairobi ojoining your family abroad mu exile.
That is the preparation for the second exile.
Second exile.
Okay, Professor.
Kayo gezali nga saa 12 za macha. Karugaba, Agustine Karugaba. N'omukyala we baje mu motoka. Ne bangamba kati tukutwala ku border. Bali n'obwana butono. Bwe mbijjukira I cry.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Because
sorry about
they had the
Professor.
small children. They risked everything.
Omulungi atulaba tuli ne Professor George Wilson Kanyeihamba gwe tukyalidde olunaku olwaleero is a former minister, former justice,
former judge of the Supreme Court, former judge of the African Court on Human Rights. Yes.
Akoze ebintu bingi in line of
don't
law.
worry about being emotional. I am very emotional when I go to these things. That's why I have written a book.
Yeah.
The latest one is Challenging Presidential Election Act. And I think if your audience wants a copy of it, I want every Ugandan to read it.
We'll
because we
point.
are under a government which we don't understand. It is messing up Uganda and nobody is doing something about it. So in this little booklet called Challenging Presidential Elections, I am urging that Uganda, you must make change of government. So this should be the last term of Museveni. He should tell us this term when he's leaving. Because next time he will be in his 80s. In his 80s, and I don't think Ugandans can afford anymore with our younger generation, including you people, to see an 83 or 82-year-old candidate has won again NRM party. I don't want a coup. A coup is not very good for Uganda. But Museveni
you want
must
a
be
peaceful
forced,
transition.
must forced by Ugandans, by circumstances, to live in this term peacefully and rest, because he has done enough good and enough bad for this country to remember him by.
Thank you, Professor. I don't know if you are in good state to take us back to the tale of your second exile.
We are going back. You see, I never lose track of what I have doing.
I was a bit worried.
No, don't get worried, and we can even talk until the cows come home. I will not get tired. Don't worry.
Now, you are still telling us
yes.
Mr. Museveni is planning to bring Binaisa.
Yes. Well, I don't know whether it was his plan. But as I told you, the indications are that Rugumayo was actually a popular candidate to become the next president. But some of the elements said, if we don't put them in Uganda again, there will be riot, and we may not control
That
it.
is what people were speculating.
So Binaisa was a compromise, and he was acceptable. And it is true that our brothers in Uganda sometimes don't see very far. Because they had that threatened that if you remove Rure, no work and no Rure, we shall go on strike everywhere. And that was the chorus in Kampala, in Masaka, everywhere. But when very cleverly the military commission put on Binaisa, the noise died down. No, you know, Msaja wafe. So, mwana wafe tetufa yu.
Bakakana.
Yeah. And so, Paulo Mwanga and those who removed Rule were very clever. They knew if they replaced Rule with the Muganda, things will come down. And they did come down.
Okay.
And that is why Mwanga survived for the next year or so. But back to my exile. So one morning, Major Karugaba, the late Major Agustin Karugaba, came with his wife. The wife is still alive, quite a very successful businesswoman in Kampala, owns one of the most fashionable houses in Kampala.
Oh, that's great.
Known as Nina Interiors.
Oh.
She built it single-handed.
Okay, that's good.
After her husband had passed away. And they came. They are my friends, been my friends since childhood. And they said, we have come to smuggle you out of Uganda. I said, but you have younger children. Their children were very young, about the same age as mine. I said, don't risk everything. Agustin Karugaba would not hear anything. He said, I am taking you out of Kampala. I didn't have anything to say no. So I went in their car, and Agustin said, wear this shirt. So I wear a shirt which was torn, apparently disguised as a houseboy. So I sat at the back, and Alice and Agustin drove. There were roadblocks everywhere in Uganda, but the one where we were stopped was on the bridge, Ginger. You know, the electric power there.
Chira Dam.
They were stopped by a policeman. He was with 3 others. Those stayed behind, and he came through in the car. And don't worry, during this conversation, if I shed tears, don't, because I tend to be emotional.
It's fine.
But I don't lose track of what I'm doing.
That's very great.
So he stopped that. He said, "Who are you?" Augustine said, "I'm Major Karugaba of the Uganda Army. This is my wife. And we are going doing shopping in Jinja. You know there are shortages in Kampala." He said, "Yes. Remember, I'm not at the back. This guy does the house boy.
House boy. Shamba boy.
So he said, "Who is that one?" Augustine said, "He's our house boy." He looked at me again. He said, "And you, Kanyeihamba?"
Are you sure?
Absolutely, this is the truth. What happened?
Oh my goodness.
I said, "And you, Kanyeihamba?"
What was your response?
I knew the game was up. So, and you, the Attorney General.
Oh my goodness.
So I said, "Yes, I am." Now, what happened the next time, you don't expect it from any Ugandan. He looks at me with tears in his eyes. And he said, "We know what has happened. We don't like it." He saluted me, said, "Good luck where you are going."
Extra digest mugoba nsonga kwotulabira akadde kano nze Ibrahim Mukasa tuli ne Professor George Wilson Kanyeihamba abasinga go bayita Uncle George tumukyaliddeko makage emboozi ye mulimu ebitundu ebimenya omutima waliwo moments nga zikaabya era nkusaba yona gy'otulaba gy'osinzira okutulaba embeera Uganda gye yava n'abaami bano bye baayitamu bwe batuuse olunaku olwaleero bwe babinyumya nabo bo ng'abantu bibaleetera okuyungula amaziga era bakaaba abaliwo ebiseera ebyo balaga embeera yalimbi nnyo so tufunye omukisa okunyumyamukko naye atubuulire byayiseemu paati eno mu butuufu baali bamutolosa asobole okuba nga awaŋŋanguka obulamu busigalewo naye of course oyinza okubeereyo ngolowooza abantu tebakumanyi but road block kwe baagwa awo ku mugga gwa Kiyiro oba Nile awo nga bayitamu bayite ejjinja beeyongereyo bagende Nairobi oba Kenya musirikale n'amugamba nkumanyi siggwe gundi embeera eyo emenya omutima. Professor, njagala osiigire bannayuganda ekifaananyi omusirikale yakuwa saluti oyambadde essaati ejjudde ebituli nga weerimbise mu kubeera house boy wa major naye nga oli ateno general oli minister naye olw'okwagala obulamu bakutaasa bakudduseewo. Omusirikale ono bwakubira saluti ng'akubuuza nti siggwe Kanyeihamba mu birowoozo byo mu mbeera eyo akadde ako wawulira otya era wamuddamu ki? Bannayuganda kye baagala okumanya Professor.
Long time ago, but as you can see, when I remember that incident, it upsets me because of the emotional happiness. But despite we have had the killers in Uganda, we have had leaders who don't care about life, whose policies lead to us, to many of our people to die. They are Ugandan. I don't know his name. That's why I am a bit upset. I don't know where he came from. I never knew whether he was a Muganda, Mcholi,
that police officer,
the policeman.
Yeah.
So his colleagues asked, he said, "Who are those in Swahili?" He said, "No, these are just ordinary
people
going to get some provisions in Jinja. Nothing to worry about." He just moved to join his colleagues. I don't know whether he ever told them that he was Kanyeihamba or whatever, but I think it is a secret of his. So I had very, very heavy heart that in Uganda we have had the killers like Idi Amin, and we have people with a heart, big heart, like that policeman. I don't know. I never had the time to ask for his name, to take his telephone number or his rank. So I can't thank him. And that is the same of what I'm going to tell you what happened when we were arrested with Kaira.
The late Andrew Takome Kaira.
Yes, on the border. I think that when I finish talking about this incident, our viewers will reflect that maybe God has kept me going to tell some of these stories, so that they will never be repeated in this country. Because I don't know why, but Ugandans, we distort history. We don't want the right history to be written. If you read this book, The Blessing and the Job you are, and the other one, not written by me, but by admiring Ugandans, it is here. I'm going to give you a copy.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Kanyeihamba the Incredible. If you read that, and then you read Museveni's book,
that is the Mustard Seed?
Mustard Seed. I think it has been revised. You don't think that we come from the same globe.
You mean they are totally different?
My name Kanyeihamba does not appear, not even a footnote, in Museveni's book.
What is the matter?
You ask him. I've been asking for many years. You reporters, why don't you ask Museveni? Because when we read the other books, he's the one who proposed you to replace Lule as the chairman of the NRM. You were only in the military commission. Kanyeihamba is the one who brought peace among the Muslim community when he chaired the international conference, and when you sent him to old Kampala to disarm, literally, the tabliks who had beheaded 4 police officers. And after he had done that, you called him your troubleshooter, and you elected him, although he's a Christian, to chair the international conference on solving the Uganda problems of Muslim, out of which he wrote a book called Reflections on Uganda Muslim Leadership Crisis. He and Kagonyera,
Professor Mondo Kagonyera,
helped you to diffuse the ranch saga, where the Obote government had given chunks of land to people, and they had established ranches there, and you see them without compensation. And you called Kanyeihamba troubleshooter. How come you don't mention his name at all in your Mustard Seed? on your publication. Museveni has been a friend of mine, by the way. It's one time when I was taken in a safe house. And he sent his own physician, his own doctor, to examine how I was. And I ordered those people who were holding me to release me.
Who had arrested you?
The police. Have you seen any police here?
No.
So why haven't you asked? You are a retired judge. Controversial, they call me.
That is how the public terms you.
Yeah, terms me.
Yeah.
You solved it. Rather you got involved with the Muslims. And you are always very critical of some of the government policies, as these books prove. How come you don't have police guard? There's not a policeman here. But all judges of former courts and so forth are supposed to be guided by the police. But don't blame the government. So, the government has tried its best. But the police, one of them nearly strangled me here.
Are you sure?
Yes! There is a case against the police. I have been communicated with Ochola. I used to communicate.
The IGP.
At least Kaihura used to answer, but this one doesn't. Although he answered once, he told me he was coming here for lunch to discuss my problems. I bought wine and I cooked what they told me was his favorite food. Ochola never came.
What is that you had cooked?
Ochola,
What is that you had cooked for him?
I had cooked steak.
Wow.
He never came. And up to now, he has never explained or apologized why he never came for lunch.
Yet
and
you
the
had agreed.
reporters knew, but nobody has ever asked him or for him to make a statement and no comment or whatever. In Uganda, people are frightened out of their wits to ask ordinary, simple questions in case they are in trouble. This applies to everybody. So,
Professor, you want to tell the public that it is intentional for you not to have security here?
Yeah, it is. The then Prime Minister, Rugunda, I complained that the process I have here, and I think their leaders do it deliberately. They send me untrained or thuggish policemen.
Unprofessional.
Yeah, unprofessional to harass me so they can exaggerate the story that Kanyeihamba is impossible. It's controversial.
It's untouchable.
Yes, yes. Because one of them, I can tell you the witnesses who were here. He didn't know they were here. He came and strangled me.
What had gone wrong?
One of his colleague called to him planning to attack, not me, to attack another member of the government on the phone.
So he had him planning.
Planning.
Yeah.
So he whispered to me. Then I told that man, please, my phone is not working properly. Can you give me your phone? So he gave it to me.
Yeah.
I confiscated it. I said, until we have heard this message, and the Prime Minister has heard what you are saying, I will not release it. Fortunately, two friends of mine visited me. I don't want to mention their names.
It is very fine.
Yes.
Don't disclose them.
Yeah. And we were in a bedroom. Because I already become in a wheelchair. So when they came, he hadn't come on duty. So he came on duty, and he told my housekeeper that tell the professor to give me my phone. I said, no, I can't until the Prime Minister has heard what you are saying. And when I was there with those two people,
Yeah. In your bedroom.
yes, he came with the mother's eyes. And although they were there, they can even tell to you. He got hold of me. He said, "Give me my phone." Fortunately, I didn't have it in my pocket.
You had kept it somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. And those people struggled with him to reach my neck. They are still alive. I gave the story to the relevant authorities, including the Prime Minister. They have done nothing to do anything. Then one of those policemen who arrested me here, he came to my room, broke the door, came and grabbed me. The police were here.
Watching.
So-called, he's gone. They claimed that he was their boss, so they couldn't interfere. He first broke that door. Very hard, it was very difficult to break. Noise could be heard. I raised an alarm everywhere. Nobody came to help me. Then I ran into the bathroom, having removed my shirt, so that he would fear, knowing I'm having, and then I put on the water.
Disguising that you're bathing.
When he broke the one going to my place, he broke the door going to the bathroom and entered. When they have half naked, they grabbed me there from the bathroom and took me in the car and injected me with some substance. I know him, I know his name. I complained to all the authorities of the government.
Nothing was done.
They did nothing. Eventually he was transferred his up country, but nothing ever happened to him.
Professor, someone out there would love to know all such ambiguous scenarios happening to you. Many people, when such things happen to them, many of them prepare themselves, get air tickets and go somewhere else and live such environment which seems to be contaminated somewhere, somehow.
No, I told you, let me finish the story about how Kaira and I got saved on the Kenya border, and then I'll tell you why. I have never, since I returned, I decided I am going to criticize my government, tell the truth, let the people of Uganda decide. I am now an old man.
Yeah.
I have served my country well.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I should escape from Uganda. I have suffered. If you read my autobiography, the blessings and the joy of who you are, you can cry. The jobs I have lost because I stand by integrity.
You stand for the truth.
And I insist on the truth.
Yeah.
I demand accountability. Before we finish out, I read something to you.
It's fine.
Which I hope...
Actually, it is in this book, The blessings and joy of being who you are.
It is in here.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to read is a small one here. It is here.
Let me help
I
you
have
put this
written
here.
33 books. 2, volume 1 and volume 2 of African jurisprudence are coming soon. Then I have written another one, which I think people will love, called The Gift of Memory. I remember everything that has ever happened to my life at the age of 82. People always...
You have a great memory.
Now,
Professor, before you read for us the autobiography, kindly take us to the incident of you and the late Andrew Takome Kayiira.
Yes.
Thank you.
Between 1974 or thereabouts and 79, when we removed Idi Amin, two communities of Uganda exiles were building up.
Yeah.
One in America and one in Europe. Then the ones in Washington and Americas were led by Andrew Kayiira as a Ugandan exile. Those who in the UK were led by Kanyeihamba, the man you are interviewing now.
The one on your camera currently.
Yes.
Thank you, Professor.
Then in 1977, I think, 77, Idi Amin did a terrible thing. He killed the Archbishop of Uganda,
Janan Lumu.
the womb,
Yeah.
and the Minister of Internal Affairs, I think, and another Christian. And those of us who were in the UK,
Yeah.
including the late Ambassador Paul Otiti and Mr. Kwesi, the late Tom and Ambassador Tumsange and the Reverend Dan Kajumba, among others, we became public and denounced Idi Amin after he had killed.
From UK, where you are?
Yes.
Okay.
And we assembled in London and we founded what came to be known later as the Uganda Group of Human Rights. And I became its chairman. I was elected its chairman. Uganda Group for Human Rights.
Yeah.
Na yo obunako obo nanka ne ebibyo mama na tata bali nga bafudde
Abakuzaala.
tebaliwo. Ne my brother naye yabula. Story njogera bwano. Bali bamweta Yoweri. Mutabani wange bamweta Yoweri kubanga we named him after my late brother who disappeared forever. We never know what happened.
Mu Luganda bagamba wamubbulamu.
Aha, checho. Kale Amini had killed the Archbishop. I came public against him. He had, I was the chairman
Of the Uganda Group of Human Rights.
Yes. Bitterly opposed to Aminism. As I am bitterly opposed to what is happening in the country today. Although I was part of the founders of the movement. Now, so somebody called me from Nairobi. You know, these regimes are half ignorant of what they are talking about. Just as Museveni recently said, Sentam Kyagulanyi massively rigged the election of 2021. Which is a lie.
Are you sure it is a lie?
It is a lie.
Okay.
How do you are being harassed, hunted as an animal during the elections.
Yeah.
You are seen being detained in a car in a town where you have gone to talk to people. People who have been trying to assemble to talk to you, there are guns waiting with the soldiers and the army officers to shoot those people who come to listen to you. Tell me, how do you massively rig the election under those conditions?
Okay.
So in my little book you have seen, Challenging Presidential Election.
Yeah.
I said, where a president begins to lie, or to say, I don't believe in the Constitution, then he has forfeited the right to govern the country. It's as simple as that. And that's me. I am saying it.
You said you only fear God.
Only God.
Okay.
And that is why I have survived the longest, more than the other.
Yeah.
I have never. In fact, I fear small people. A person like Kahindo Tafiri who owes me money, I fear him a bit. But I have never feared Museveni. Because my knowledge of him is different from many other Ugandan people. He has messed up governance. He is self-opinionated most of the time. And recently he adopted a new name, he who cannot be advised.
That is
Tibuhabura. Tibuhabura. He who never receives the advice.
You want to tell me that he didn't have that name previously?
No, well, I don't know about him, what he says, obviously. But the late father of Winnie Byanyima, Mr. Byanyima, who knows Museveni more than most of us, said he used to have that name.
Oh, so it's not a new name?
Yeah, I think so. It is his
Professor, you were still telling us the story about Ugandans in Washington and Ugandans in the UK.
So I was trying to get to Andrew Kaira.
Yeah.
Anybody writing the Amin story, his removal and the coming into power of NRM, and doesn't mention Kanyeihamba or Andrew Kaira, is distorting history.
It's distorting information.
Yes, because I'm going to tell you. I was a lecturer, a senior lecturer actually, senior lecturer at Cardiff University in Wales, when not Andrew Kaira, but the ambassador, they call them high commissioners.
Yeah.
The Tanzania commissioner said he had a message for me from Mwalimu.
Julius Nyerere.
He said they had identified Andrew Kaira as leader of the Uganda refugee community in USA, and me as leader of the Uganda exile community in the UK.
Yeah.
And he would like to see both of us together. So he summoned Andrew to London. And me from Cardiff to London, we met him in a hotel in London. This is after we had formed the Uganda Group of Human Rights.
Yeah.
So he said they would like to assist Ugandans get rid of Idi Amin.
Yeah.
Remember, Idi Amin had attacked Kagera Silent. Then we said, how can we help? He said, Ugandans in Washington and London respectively respect you both. You are their leaders. And we also have contacted people who are anti-Amin in Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
And we want you to be the springboard for removing Idi Amin. We talked about the mechanics.
That is the message you got from Julius Mwalimu.
Yes.
Nyerere.
Through his ambassador, High Commission in London. Andrew came and we stayed together. After that meeting, he came with me and he stayed in a hotel near me in Cardiff.
That is in Wales.
Yes. And then we all agreed that we would meet in Nairobi to plan a unity conference of all Ugandans in exile. We met in Nairobi.
Yeah.
We were assisted, among others, by the late Bishop Chivenjeri, who gave us tickets.
Yeah.
And when we met there, the idea came up. I don't think Andrew attended that meeting. No, he did. Andrew attended this meeting. While we were meeting in Nairobi, rumor came in our meeting that we were going to be arrested by the Kenya police.
Someone whispered to you?
Yes. That we should scatter and disband the meeting because we were going to be arrested by Kenyans who would hand us over
to the Ugandan government.
To the Ugandan government. So we ran in different directions.
So the meeting was called off.
Yes, but later we were called one by phone to meet at Kabgejere's place at Nairobi University, where he was in exile teaching there. He was not part of the original meeting, although these days he claims he's one who held that meeting.
So he tells a lie.
He's telling a lie. But he hosted us. Obviously risky because he was also in exile.
Yeah.
Then while we were there, even Andrew was there, we formed the Credentials Committee, which included Kanyeihamba, Andrew Kaira,
yeah,
I think John Magezi, the late John Magezi, Yash Tandon, Dr. Sinabudia, among others.
Yeah.
And their mission was to plan for Moshi.
Moshi Arusha. Yeah.
In Tanzanians, in accordance with what Andrew and I had agreed with the Mwalimu and his ambassador, which we want to read in Mustard Seed. It's not there. Museveni wipes out that history. So it's very dramatic. And in my book here, I talk about Moshi. So I don't want to go into greater detail.
Yeah.
Be that as it may, when we met, we were about 30 or so different groups: political, social, NGOs. Mine was an NGO, non-political, or rather political, but non-military. Kaira's, I think, was similar. So each of these groups were represented at Moshi. Also, we had invited the Uganda groups, rather the Uganda political parties. So UPC was represented. I remember the Conservative Party was represented by an ambassador who was a conservative. So
the aim of the Moshi Arusha meeting was to create peace talks.
No.
What was the aim?
To plan for the removal
of Amin.
Of Idi Amin.
Okay.
No, we didn't mince words. How do we fight against Idi Amin and remove him? And Tanzania was even more vocal because he had attacked Tanzania.
So Tanzania gave you full support?
Full support and the military support, financial support, everything, because they were more afraid of Amin than we were, having attacked their soil.
Okay.
And so some of the things happened there. I have told you that Professor Tandon, Yash, he's a Ugandan, born I think in Soroti. His father must have had a duka there. He's a pure and simple Ugandan, although he's of Indian origin. I remember an incident. UPC opposed the Moshi meeting. But when Tanzania insisted on the meeting taking place, it wanted to hijack the meeting. And the way they want to use it, they knew there were many UPC in exile in East Africa and especially in Tanzania. So for them, they wanted that whoever is a Ugandan should attend. If we had said an individual Ugandan can attend, we would have been overswamped by UPC.
Because they had a big number.
A bigger number.
Yeah.
So we cleverly said no.
We should have representatives.
Each recognized political party in the group shall be represented by only 2 people. They should choose to present with the 2 observers. Mine was recognized as a group, NGO, and I went with the late Sebagereka as my other representative, and Ambassador Otiti became ambassador later, and I forget the other one. There were 2 as observers.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Now, when we were determining who should attend Moshi, we go back to Moshi that day.
Yeah.
Tandon was also one of the members of our committee, credential committee. And UPC was represented among others by the former ambassador Shafiq Azarain. And I remember him shouting
in the meeting.
And everybody laughed. I'll tell you why they laughed. When he was very angry as the UPC diehard, and then he saw Tandon saying, these are credentials of people who are coming, so and so. Then Shafiq said, who is this Indian? to be
in the meeting?
To be ordered, yes. No, as at the gate.
Yeah.
As we were sorting out who should enter.
Yeah.
Who is this Indian to be ordering Ugandans about? And then we laughed because he also was of Indian origin. but it shows you that first of all, Ugandans, we accept everybody. We don't have discrimination.
Yeah.
For us, we regarded them. Tandon, he became part of the Gang of 4. Sharif was a very good representative of UPC, DP, although I didn't agree with him. And he had given us trouble as a Uganda group for human rights because he was the High Commissioner in London at the time we formed and continued. But let me go back to Kaira. So we went to Moshi. I was always with Kaira. We even stayed in the same hotel, same bedroom. We had 2 beds. Ever since he joined me in Cardiff from Washington.
Yeah.
And we met the Tanzanian envoy. Then at Moshi, I was elected and drafted the Moshi constitution.
Okay.
It's very, very important to remember that.
Yeah.
And I drafted it together with the late Stephen Aliko, who was representing the UPC, Gracie Vinjira, there were members of my committee, John Magezi, and I believe Fred same people, I can't remember, but I think he was there also. We finished our meeting late in the evening, and we were directed to produce a constitution the following day at 11, which we did. We worked all night.
Okay.
That is how we slaved for this country, my friend. We never slept. Having done that, there was a general consensus that Arule would be the chairman of the UNLF, the party we set up, Ugandan National Liberation Front. There was no other candidate in sight. So, when we finished our constitution and adopted it, we adjourned for the following day to elect our bureau. And everybody knew Rule would be elected chairman. So we were relaxed. Tanzania wanted the Rule. They had the password around the delegations that we shall only support you if Rule is the chairman. So there was relaxation, everybody knew what was.
You were relaxed?
Yes.
So just preparing for another day to announce.
So we were, among those who are observers, were Bishop Festus Chivenjeri, whose leanings were on the NRM, and the former Archbishop of Uganda, of course, is it a quote somebody, of course, from the East, who was a fanatical supporter of UPC. Unknown to us, you see what happened. So on the day we were going to elect our officials,
to make the general announcement.
And we all expected that Rule would be announced unopposed by acclamation, and then we would elect other members of the bureau who would become ministers eventually in the UNLF government. We came up dressed in our ties and almost a celebration day. And
just waiting for the good news.
Bishop Chivenjeri came in his ordinary clothes, not in bishop. But
just like
but of course, I forget. He became archbishop during Obote's time. He was from the East. But I think he's Okoti, of course. His name is like that. He came dressed like a bishop. Scarlet and his cap, and really as if he was going to a religious ceremony. So we sat in that conference. Then we were joined by Paul Mawanga in a military uniform. I think he had either he was a general or something, can't remember. This surprised us, but we said people are really dressed for this meeting because it is crucial.
Everyone was prepared for the meeting.
Yes, it's crucial. And we all sat there. By that time, we had already reached Kavejere. Kavejere, remember, he hosted us in Nairobi. So we had, by courtesy, made him chairman of the Credential Committee. But you look in my book, he failed us. He was very academic. He didn't know the politics that we were playing. So halfway when he was addressing us in one confrontation with the UPC, Rugumayo put up his hand and said, "A point of order, Mr. Chairman." He took it to Kabir. He said, "Yes, I propose that you will be replaced with Nyanzi." And we all said, "Yes."
What was his response?
He just left the chair because you saw the hands up against it. And he don't know when we...
So you followed democracy?
Yes, he said, where did they all agree that I should not be chairman?
So democracy was at work?
Yes, and that resolution, we engineered Rugumayo, Dr. Tandon, and myself were the one who brought that. Said no, we are not going to get anywhere. Tanzania were very frustrated. Kabwejiri was not leading us anywhere. But
so you dropped him.
But Nyanzi was in the audience.
Yeah.
One of the finest civil servants Uganda has ever had. Remember at one time he had run the companies under UDC, Uganda Development Corporation, and he was extremely brilliant.
Wow, great.
So we went outside a few minutes. He said, let us put there Nyanzi. Kabwejiri has failed us. So
that is in Nairobi?
Yes.
Yeah.
So while Kabwejiri argued with the UPC man, very academically, and Kabwejiri was making good points, but all academic, and so they were going. So Rugamoya put, I said, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, a point of order, yes? I want it to, I said, let this meeting resolve that you be replaced, Nyanzi should replace you as chairman. He said, yes! And we all...
Was Nyanzi in the meeting?
Nyanzi was not there. So he came, but he was around the corner. We had consulted him and said he would accept. So he came and took over the chair. And after that, the president went very, like a clockwork. Very, very good.
Professor, take us to the Moshi Arusha meeting where everyone was waiting for the good news of choosing Rule. Yeah.
So, I told you, Bishop Okos, you'll get his name correctly, but I think I'm not correct that he's Okos.
Yeah.
He had now an Okos, Obo, whatever. Anyhow, so Nyanzi now is in the chair. So he said, now I call for nominations. We read out the post chairman, minister, rather chairman of the commission for finance, who would be minister of finance, military or whatever. So he said,
Professor, take us to the Moshi Arusha meeting where everyone was waiting for the good news of choosing Rule. Yeah. So I told you, Bishop Okos, you'll get his name correctly, but I think I'm not correct that he's Okos. Yeah.
He had now an Okos, Obo, whatever. Anyhow, so Nyanzi now is in the chair. So he said, now I call for nominations. We read out the post chairman, minister, rather chairman of the commission for finance, who would be minister of finance, military or whatever. So he said the first post is chairman of the UNRF, which we had agreed to set up. And before nobody could say, the bishop put up his hand and he stood also, so that nobody could mistake that he's the one to speak first. So he said, I nominate a Ugandan.
Now you're quoting him.
I'm quoting him.
Very good.
Nominate a Ugandan who is a great fighter, revolutionary, the man to whom we owe even this meeting. And as I speak now, he has come from the front. You will discover he is now in a military uniform, although he is a civilian. So everybody was like, is it really that? Is it really that? I nominate, sir, Mr. Sir, Chairman. I nominate Pablo Mwanga.
Oh my goodness.
I think it was the late Justice Oteng, who was also representing UPC. I second. Within seconds.
What was your response? You people were seconding Rule.
Sam Sebagereka stood up crying. He said, this is the man who has been responsible for killing many Ugandans. He is a stooge of himself, of a body. How can he become chairman? He cried. I'm not the one who's on emotion. cried. Then I whispered to Kaira. I said, please, the rules nominate Lule. So Kaira said, I want to nominate a second candidate, Lule. Now, Lule was nominated. I forget who seconded him. Then Nyanzi was brilliant. Really, he's dead, but Moshi owes a lot to Nyanzi and to Kaira. So Nyanzi said he knew the Tanzanians wanted Lule. So he was in a dilemma. We have two candidates. Or somebody called. I proposed that nomination closed. So they closed.
Someone proposed that?
Yeah, somebody proposed.
So you had so far got two candidates?
Two candidates.
Yeah.
Lule
and Paulo Mwanga.
And Paulo Mwanga. So Nyanzi, brilliant politician, brilliant scholar, brilliant civil servant. He was flexed.
Yeah.
The meeting was in quandary. Total confusion.
Because you never expected anyone to nominate any other person.
Nobody did. Not even the Tanzanians. But the UPC are very clever. They knew he had no support. But I'll tell you why they did. Now, so Nyanzi said, now that we have nominated two, we have confused our hosts. The Tanzanian accepted the smooth running of this conference. Now we are nominating two, we are going to be divided. So I suggest we adjourn
the meeting.
Yes, and consult so that we come up with only one candidate.
That was a brilliant idea.
It was a brilliant idea.
So it was a great move.
It was a great move.
Yeah.
And it succeeded. So that's what we did. Now, he's still alive.
Yes.
I'll tell you. I tell you this, politics is a very bad game.
So,
now we adjourned.
You set other dates for the meeting?
No. We adjourned for about an hour.
1 hour only?
Only.
Okay.
While we consult. And so, among us, we knew what Paulo Mwanga was. He had been criticized for stealing money when he was ambassador in Cairo.
He stole money?
And that's, yes, he stole money. And many of us said, how can we trust this man to be the chairman?
How can you trust
and
a thief?
And eventually be president of Uganda when he's a thief. But what was dramatic is when we assembled, Dr. Martin Alike, who was one of us, stood up. I don't know, up to now, you people, you go and ask him, he's still alive. He stood up and he said, while you people you are consulting, some of us went to State House, Dar es Salaam, and had a discussion with the Mwalimu. And it is the Tanzanian government authority that if you elect Lule as your chairman,
as the leader,
they will call him to State House for further consultations with making a government in exile. But if you elect Mwanga, please pack your bags and leave Tanzania.
Wow!
Leave Tanzania.
Openly like that?
Yeah, you are not serious. You are not serious people. You don't represent anybody in Uganda. And Tanzania are prepared to assist you to leave the country peacefully. Find another meeting where you can play your games from here.
He said that in the meeting?
In the general meeting when we assembled.
What was the response of the congregation?
So, I think the first one to speak, if I remember correctly, was either who is his previous leader? He was there of the opposition of UPC, who used to be Minister of Foreign Affairs. He's around here. Akena is now the president of
you want to
who was the one before him?
Olaro Tunu?
Yeah, Olaro Tunu.
Ambassador
Olaro Tunu stood up and he said, under the circumstances, I think we better reconsider for 2 minutes. So Nyans adjourned the meeting for 5 minutes. Yeah, for 2 minutes. 5 minutes. And then when he came back, he said, for us, UPC, we are happy to support Rule, provided our candidate, from, what is his name? Paulo Mwanga, is considered for another important post. They all clapped, because he was...
So he was dropped?
He wasn't blocked, it was blocked. They all knew he would never be, as I'm going to tell you. They knew he wasn't going to be elected anyway. But they wanted the Mwanga to be very important. As later on, you see what happened. The UPC was the most experienced political party and was highly represented by people like Lubuliza, Mwanga, people like Olaro Tunu, Omaro Tubu, Justice Otenge, all those were UPC. And they were very experienced. So I tell you what had happened. They were aware that Paulo Mwanga, everything they were saying about was correct. But they used him as a carrot to get the prize of the UNLF, which we didn't know at the time. So, tuangude, there was some baganda. Tuangude.
Those were statements from...
Yes, so he said, Nyanzi said, now that the UPC main position has withdrawn, I don't see any other opposition against today.
So he qualifies.
I declare him
the winner,
chairman of the UNLF. For me, I stayed there calmly. Half of them left to go and congratulate Rule. He was not in the meeting, but he was nearby. Yes, so they went there. Meanwhile, the gang of four and everybody planned. This appoint, elect the other. By the time we finished the bureau, 3/4 were anti-Rule members.
3/4 of the congregation?
No, of the people they elected.
Okay.
So they elected the people like Atemali Madi, Jalu, like that, who were UPC. So Rule had the one as the neutral. The body they were giving him was hostile to him. That's why he didn't last long.
So they would fail him.
Yes, they would fail him.
Yeah.
And then when it came to who is going to be the chairman of the military commission, that's why the prize that the UPC was looking for all the time. They had planned 2 years that the ruling will not last.
So they knew.
So how can we remove him if we have the chairman of the military commission? So when it came to the bureau and who should chair the military commission, one of the UPC put up his hand and said, I propose Paulo Mwanga. We have conceded on the chairmanship. He was one of the best who should lead this group. But in the spirit of reconciliation, I suggest we make him the chairman of the military commission. Do you know that even I agreed?
Are you sure?
Yeah, unanimous.
But did he have the military training before?
Who?
Paulo Mwanga.
You don't need the military, but you are the chairman.
Because you said he came putting on military attire.
Because didn't they take us, didn't they remove us? It is through the military commission that there was the resolution Rule should be removed as president after 30 days, or rather it is 3 months. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And the UPC used Mwanga to remove Rule. And he first became my de facto president.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. All along they knew that after a revolution of that kind, the only one with the muscle is one who was the military. We used to joke, who must have been part of the meetings of UPC and so forth, must have said, you give us the resolution and we shall remove Rule. If you read my book, we used to joke, never recognize Rule as president. He always called him chairman.
He used to address him as chairman,
because
not as president.
Because he saw that all his life, the only president of Uganda has ever had is Obote, and he will never call anybody as president. And then, as I say, Rule sometimes didn't seek advice. A president who doesn't seek advice or receive advice is very dangerous. That's why Museveni has become dangerous, because he says he doesn't accept any advice. He's Tibuhaburwa. Now, having said that, I was one day Attorney General. I was Attorney General, Minister of Justice. No, Attorney General. Because really, I didn't stay there very long as Minister of Justice. But I was
How long was your term?
The term of UNLF should have been 2 years. But we were overthrown after 3 months.
Wow.
And again, if you read, Rule originally appointed me only Attorney General. And the minister was the late Professor Nabuderi.
From the East?
Yeah, and for me had refused to take office. But when Rule came back after Moshi, apparently there was a chorus everywhere, including government, that Kanyeihamba would be the best Attorney General under the circumstances.
So you qualified automatically?
So one day I was lecturing again. I always get this message, lecturing in visiting, not Cardiff, Coventry. And the secretary of the university called me, you are receiving a very important phone from your wife in Cardiff. So I came to answer it. And my wife said, the new president of Uganda, Rule, wants to speak to you. I said, did he give you a phone? I said, yes. Then I talked to Rule at State House in Entebbe. I was in Cardiff. I said, what is it, Your Excellency? He said, I want you to come immediately. You have been appointed the Attorney General.
Of Uganda?
I wasn't appointed before, yeah. I said, excuse me, Mr. President, I told you I don't want to have an office in this UNF government. I'm an academic professional. I want to say at my university, people want you to come.
Yeah.
So eventually, I succumbed to the president's wish and came. But I was really swapped in because coming, I tell you, my story can go on for 2 days. Princess Bagaya called me when he heard I was the new Attorney General of Uganda. She was also in exile in London. And she said, George, I said, yeah, I'm told you are going back to Uganda as Attorney General. I said, I have not accepted yet. She knew my background because I had refused. I said, but I am going to see the president because he has called me.
Yeah.
So she said, can you give me a lift? That's how she put it. can you give me a lift when you are
A
going?
lift from London to Kampala?
Yes. I said, yes, we are going by British Airways to Nairobi, then from Nairobi to Kenya Airways. I can go with you, I have no problem. She said, please give me. He said, when will you be leaving at Gatwick? Rather Heathrow. I told him the time, the flight number. So he said, I'll be there. Then somebody accompanied me to the airport, and when I reached there, there were 3 big trunks full of things I don't know, very huge. Written there, Princess Elizabeth Bagaya of Toro, care of Kanyeihamba, the Attorney General of Uganda.
That was at Heathrow International Airport or Entebbe?
No, I told you the bus. She brought those boxes at Heathrow in London.
Okay.
For her to get a lift with me going to Entebbe. And they were waiting there to be put in the plane. But the British were very kind. Even if I had been carrying a car, they would have brought it. They brought them for nothing.
Yeah.
Just to cut that story short.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, I have not finished my story with Andrew.
Yeah, you haven't.
Let me finish that one.
Yeah.
So when we finished Moshi, Andrew and I, we had been we thought very clever. Both of us were external examiners to Nairobi University. So we had asked Nairobi registrar earlier to issue us letters as external examiners, inviting us to come to Nairobi. Andrew had his letter, I had mine. So when we finished Moshi, remember, we were staying together all the time. Even at Moshi, we stayed at the bedroom. So we are planning with Professor Tandon, and you can interview him because he's in Uganda now.
Yeah.
To take a taxi from Moshi via Namanga to Nairobi. It's not very far.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We hired the taxi. The 3 of us. We put in our baggage to go to Nairobi, where we would fly, Tandon to Lusaka, me to London, and Andrew Kaida to Washington from Nairobi Airport. But we carried our letters, the 2 of us. I don't know what Professor Tandon had. So we go to Namanga. 2 of us are arrested immediately. Dr. Kaila and me. They said, we believe you are Ugandans who are trying to overthrow our friendly government of Idi Amin in Uganda, and that the instructions we have
To arrest you.
is to arrest you and hand over.
To the Ugandan
Hand you
government.
over to the Ugandan authorities at the border. Amin knows what to do with you. So we arrested Kaida and I on Namanga. So I said, excuse me, until making a mistake, very confidently. You see what you mean?
Who said that? You or
me?
Hey,
I said,
you're telling officers.
This man, here is my letter. I don't know what you're talking about, Moshi, whatever. I am external examiner. I just passed through Nairobi. We are on our way to Dar es Salaam to examine. The letter was clear. That month I was an examiner. The man looked at it. Kaila looked at him. He didn't even read them, he put them there. So he said, please, so for us, what is happening in Moshi, by the way? He said, excuse me, come and see. He never said, he said, come and see. Now there was a monitor. I don't know that he had a video or whatever. So he put on a button in the immigration office there. And who is there? Kanyeihamba addressing Moshi.
An external lecturer.
with the Andrew sitting next to me on the platform.
Who recorded it? Who recorded?
The Kenya security forces. They must have gone to Tanzania, and they were there when we were there opening. They were everywhere, recording everything.
Okay.
So recording all Ugandans who are arriving, who were addressing the meeting. That's how they got it. So, and actually looks at me and we laugh. So I say,
who said that?
Andrew said.
In Uganda?
In Uganda.
Game over.
To be killed, to be surgery. Then I said, excuse me, we were fighting to save our country from Armenism. But you are right, we were there. But we were being patriotic. And we are sure that if anything ever happened like it happened in Uganda, you would do the same. So Andrew said, please, can you help us? They said, what? Give us some paper to andikira abaffe ba families zaffe tubabuulire ekibaddewo.
Why was Andrew using Luganda?
Andrew and I? No, whenever we were using English or Uganda, depending on the circumstances.
Oh.
But now he's talking to the Kenyans, so English.
Okay.
He said, please, can you give us some papers?
We write to our
to write,
relatives.
To write it to our families and inform them what had happened to us. So they said, the man said, okay, I'll give you papers.
Yeah.
So said Andrew, well, I don't know that we shall become heroes or villains or bandits. Andrew said it depends on whether Rule survives or regains power. So if he regains power, we are bandits who tried to overthrow him. If Rule survives, we are going to die as heroes. Those were the last words I heard from Andrew on that day. Then as we wrote to our families, saying goodbye, a tall Kalanjini man came in uniform of the Migration Department.
Yeah.
So he said, so you are the people who wanted to overthrow Idi Amin. I said, here is another one mocking us. So we said, no, sir, we were trying to save Uganda, not to overthrow Idi Amin. He said, what is the difference? Then, this is here again, I cry. So he said, brothers, no Kenyan apart from the government likes what men are doing to you and to your people. So my colleagues and I, we have decided to disobey
the orders.
The president, and instead of handing you over to the authorities to Uganda, we are deporting you back to Tanzania. Poor Kairaka, he died. If he was here, I would have embraced him and we cried together. We just fell down on our knees in front of that man, kiss his legs and hold them like they're alive as if they're the legs. Thank you, brother, thank you.
tuli ku Extra Digest mugoba nsonga. Tuli ne Professor George Wilson Kanyeihamba. Tuli makage. Nga bwezizemba nyonyola story ye erimu moments ezimenya omutima byayisemu kutuuka olwaleero wano w'omulabira. Bingi nnyo. Buli lwogenda ekkololo oba buli lwowulira nti nnaku z'omwezi 9 October nga Uganda celebrating independence, abantu nga bano balina ettafaali ly'amaanyi nnyo ku bwetwaze oba obwetwaze bwa Uganda oba obukulembeze bwa Uganda okuva lwe yafuna independence n'okutuusa olwaleero emboozi yaabwe gye banyumya y'amaanyi nnyo 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 nnyo. So moment ezo zijja amenyeka omutima buli lwajjukira nti awangadde era akyali mulamu we tumusangidde wano. Ali mu myaka 82 naye events zonna azijjukira bulungi nnyo nnyo nnyo. Yes, Uncle George.
So
komyewo gy'oli.
My passport is somewhere. They stamped a prohibited immigrant, undesirable in Kenya, you're hereby deported.
To Tanzania.
And when we came out of the building, these people were very, very kind. The taxi which had brought it, they had stopped it going.
They had held it somewhere?
Yes. So they say, your taxi is there, go back.
To where you're coming from?
To Moshi. And that's how Andrew and I
survived.
Escaped the death from Idi Amin.
Had they handed you over to Amin, you'd be no more.
Oh, we would have been killed immediately. We would have been eliminated. Amin was a killer and his people were thirsty killers. We have no doubt whatsoever had the immigration senior officers at Amanga not disobeyed.
Professor, just to cut you short about there.
We would have died.
There is a saying nowadays, there is when it comes to human rights, people portray Idi Amin as a killer and an abuser of human rights.
Yes.
But when it comes to development, for the love he had for Uganda and development, people come out and praise him.
Yeah, he did some good work. Just Museveni has done a lot of work here. But I criticize him. You see, I am a Christian. I believe very, very strongly in the power and the love of God.
Yeah.
But I also believe the story of Judas Iscariot is correct. In that Jesus very carefully selected his disciples. Just as the Ugandans very carefully selected Museveni. But he can betray you. People change. So Judas Iscariot betrayed God. How are we safe trusting ourselves with the people who are mortal like Museveni? Ours is more tenuous, less tenuous than that of God. So, yes, I have argued many times. My cousin called Joseph Bitwali, many people in Uganda called Bitwali. They published an obituary of Dr. Byamujisha today, and they messed up the names to the extent that they called Byamujisha a judge, but he never was a judge. He was only a counsel, senior counsel, and at one time even chairman of the Council of Uganda, but rather a law society. But what I was saying, a cousin of mine called Joseph Bitwali, who at one time was the General Secretary of Kigezi. When I was in the UK, I saw on TV him and other Ugandans being executed by Idi Amin. Remember those people, they paraded in every town and shot. He was one of them.
Sorry.
My own brother I follow was called Yoweri Badiakaleba. Disappeared in massacre where people are being killed. Just at the time Amin was coming in power. We never found his body or nothing at all.
Till now.
And that time he was in Uganda teaching at Makerere. He disappeared. We never found his body. Never found the letters I had written to the people at home. Nothing at all. So I have had a share of misery and the pain in the heart. The good thing, I believe in God in another grade.
Yeah.
And I think I am alive because I have never feared Museveni. I respect him, I recognize him as the president of Uganda. Although now I think he has forfeited the right to continue governing this country. And finally, on this point, Ugandans, we don't have a reading culture. Even if we have, we don't even appreciate what we are reading. Because if you read my latest publication, challenging presidential elections, you cannot be left in any doubt that Museveni has served this country in a mixed form, and at this age and the time of governance after 35 years, really, he has become a liability to this country.
Professor?
The man that said that when the president has overstayed for more than 2 terms, is a liability, is the one who reviewed my book. Professor Olokwa Onyango of Makerere. I want to ask you a favor, and you read that one as we conclude my contribution to do. You read here. That is a very good...
But before you read this, just a quick one.
Yes.
According to the president, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, many claim Ugandans are tired of him.
Yes.
He claims
but that
they
is
vote
true.
him into power. They vote him into power.
Read that. Challenging presidential election has ever won.
But they announce him as
the only election he has ever won.
Yeah.
Even though there were some allegations of corruption. Is the one before we made the constitution.
Say it again.
What was that one?
That is the only elections he has won.
Yes. But he hasn't had any. Judges, do you believe judges are very intelligent people? Do you believe judges speak the truth if they are not intimidated?
I do.
So let me ask you. We have had 4 elections. In each of them, more or less unanimously, judges have said there was
some irregularities.
Vote rigging. The law was not obeyed. Tell me, if you don't obey the law, which includes the constitution, shouldn't what you do be nullified? In 2001, All the judges found a fault with the election. But answering the last question, which I am attacking in my thing, did it make any difference? I want us to dwell on that. Did it make any difference? Let me ask you. Supposing I am a ruthless president.
Yeah.
And I intimidate everybody not to vote. I shoot those who support the opposition. I carry those who support me, give them money to go and vote. Would my vote increase or would it decrease?
Of course it will decrease.
It would increase. Thank you for answering that question. Now, supposing I disobeyed the Constitution, I violated the Constitution. Supposing the police intimidated everybody. Supposing I stuffed in votes on my side.
Yeah.
Would it therefore make any difference to the result that I won? Would it?
No.
No, thank you very much. That is what is wrong with our law. The Constitution, I have put it there. Article 104. Please, you told me you have this booklet of mine, Challenging Presidential. Read it again, slowly. Then they bribed the MPs with 5 million shillings to insert, not to change the Constitution is okay.
But to insert?
To insert in the Presidential Election Act, paragraph A of clause 6 of section 59 of the Presidential Election Act. I want to repeat that one so that your viewers can write it down. Please, if you are listening to me or seeing me, write this down. Paragraph A, subsection 6 of section 59 of the Presidential Elections Act is a fraud on the judiciary, is intended to intimidate the judiciary. It is in conflict with the provisions of the Constitution, Article 104. And I have written in my book that the first thing, the 11th Parliament, where the opposition is dominated by people who support centre, they should make a motion in Parliament removing paragraph A.
You are now advising them.
Yes, and I'm asking you to read it. And don't move anywhere, simply say paragraph A, paragraph A. So say, I have read it, it is paragraph A of clause 6 of section 59.
Yeah. It should be removed.
I want it to be emphasized. Let everybody who is listening to me repeat paragraph A, subsection 6.
Section
59 of the Presidential Election Act is a fraud on this country. And it is the one which has been justifying Museveni's election, every general election.
Which parliament inserted it in the Constitution?
Either the 6th or the 7th Parliament.
Okay. I'm
not sure. It's one of those. But if the 11th Parliament does not delete it, then it is not a parliament. Tell them Kanyeihamba has challenged you.
If they fail to delete it,
they should delete it. It doesn't need even argument or debate. it is iniquitous, it is false, and is intended to justify always, no matter what, the leader of the NRM winning.
Professor, I can't let you go minus asking you, of late, just in the news and on TV, I think you've been watching news in regard to the president and the judiciary, where the president came out and said those of high-profile crimes, those who have committed high-profile crimes, like murder, among others, should not be given bail.
The president is wrong. And the Chief Justice who upholds the right to apply for bail is absolutely correct. The right to apply for bail is sacrosanct, is a human right we put in our constitution, which is unalterable under any circumstances.
Yeah.
And therefore, in short, those who are opposed to removing it or to lessening it are correct, and President Museveni and those who say should be revisited are wrong. The right to apply for bail should never be touched at all. It is untouchable. And I heard that the president talk the other day, blaming Justice Odochi, who chaired the commission, Constitutional Commission. President Museveni is in error, great error, and being very, very unwise and unfair to Justice Odochi. The Constitution of 1995 was not made by Odochi.
It is you people.
It is me and the other delegates in the CA.
Yeah.
Every word and its implication were debated by a committee of more than 20 lawyers to put it there.
Yeah.
Odochi was not even a member of the Constituent Assembly. Museveni really, it is amazing to me that really has reached the last limit. He doesn't remember what happened in the CA. Odochi made a mistake. Where? Odochi was chairman. If you ask people like Matende and other members of the Constitutional Commission, he was a gentle chairman. He hardly ever proposed anything, but he only chaired. So how can the president believe it is the fault of Odochi? It is a shame.
Professor, you people were part of the making of the 1995 Constitution of Uganda.
Yes.
Do you think Uganda has achieved the goals, objectives of promoting human rights?
Oh yes. Really, we are back to the story of Judas Iscariot. We made the best constitution we could. The Constitutional Review Commission traveled the length and the breadth of the whole world, went to Ghana, went to USA, UK, South Africa, choosing the best.
Yeah.
And then it took about 4 years for them to gather the evidence.
Yeah.
They went to Gombolola's headquarters, finding out the views of Ugandans. And when we made it, those of us who represented the people, Museveni was our guest on promulgation day. And he's on record as having said, Ugandans have made the best constitution ever. Those were his words. And I will go in the bush once more if anyone tampers with it. Those is Museveni. We had talked about bail about 10 years ago.
About term limit, age limit.
I will come to that. But something like 10 years ago, the security forces, led by the army, attacked the High Court for releasing suspects who were granted bail.
By the court?
Yes. And there was an outcry in the whole world. International community were shocked and complained. And the President Museveni apologized. Said, I am sorry these things happened. They will never happen again. And he called all the judges to Nakasero State House and apologized with Odochi in the chair, or rather leading the judges. And he gave us a cup of tea. President Museveni. We went on strike. The judges went on strike.
Yeah.
For a week. But he repeated it. And yet Ugandans, you don't see Kanyehamba's point of view. Why? Because there is nothing as dangerous and as evil as political fear. Political fear has grabbed Uganda everywhere. He will kill me. The army will kill me. How come Kanyeihamba has been a critic of the kind of government we have for many decades and he's still alive? Okay, I have suffered physical torture. I have been deprived of a post I loved, being a judge of the African Court on Human and People's Rights. I was rejected to be Vice Chancellor of Makerere because of these machinations. But my spirit is very strong. And at this age, I have founded the Kanyeihamba Foundation, which stands for integrity, transparency, accountability, and fearlessness from government machinization. Believe in God.
Yeah.
And everything shall be okay.
Professor, we can't leave here minus talking about the parliament, the past parliaments and the current parliament, plus the future parliament of Uganda. Someone out there would love to know, how should parliament be? How should parliament behave? How should parliament represent Ugandans? What should people expect from parliament? Now, my question is about the reputation of parliament.
I wrote an article.
Yeah.
And my books also emphasize
that
the parliament is the representative of the people.
Absolutely.
We elect members democratically in free, fair, and regular elections. We even have a right to recall members of parliament who don't perform or who perform to our disgust. So, Article 1 of the Uganda Constitution is very clear. power belongs to the people.
Absolutely.
Just as we put in the constitution, land belongs to the people of Uganda, and the Museveni wants it to belong to the government. You are aware with the constitution. Subsection 2, character 1 says, this constitution is supreme law of the land, and any other land which conflicts with it is null and void, at any rate to the extent of inconsistency. All those are our constitution. Commentators elsewhere have said that chapter 4 of our constitution, which deals with the fundamental rights and freedoms, is the best in the world, anywhere. But people deserve the liberty they allow the government to allow them. Let me tell you 2 incidents involving me personally. When I first came to Uganda as a minister, I wasn't there so long, but I served my full term as a minister under Museveni. When I came, you know these people who accompany money to different banks. They have got a vehicle,
bullion van,
and the people have got arms. So one time I was going to Kabale, and there was a long queue, rather a long traffic jam on Mitiana Massacre Road. Why not moving? I said, why are we not moving? They said,
you got concerned?
Yeah, I got concerned.
Yeah.
And they said that there was a slow vehicle in front of us. They were accompanying money to a bank in Masaka, and we can't pass it. I said, why? Because they will shoot you. They think you come to rob. I said, what? I have got my bodyguard here, my driver. Why would they shoot me if I am on my road and I'm safe? So I told my driver,
overtake them.
I said, overtake. He said, no, sir, I cannot. It's against the law. I said, where is the law? I said,
where is the law?
Yes, I said, what is the law? He said, sir, it is there.
Where?
And then I said, I will drive. Fortunately, in those days, I wasn't in a wheelchair, so I could drive. I said, if you can't, I'm driving with it the next half a minute. If you don't, I will drive myself.
Yeah.
So I think he said, I might be killed by my boss, Kanyeihamba, or by the army. So he tried the army. So he indicated, and he passed through. Then when everybody saw, they also followed us, and we passed. Nobody disturbed us. Then every time it happened, I did it. In fact, one of the reporters said, Kanyeihamba people fear him. He can overpass a vehicle carrying this money. And therefore, unless you are threatening them. But if you say you are a judge, you are on the president may be having a meeting up country. Then he said, come at 10. You
must keep time.
This car which is going to the bank, and you are not allowed to pass it away here. So that one I broke. Then there was another one. This is one of my rules. I discovered that the revenue authority,
URA,
can sue you if you don't pay tax.
Definitely.
Or you don't pay enough.
Yes.
But you can't sue the revenue for either overcharging you or for doing that. So in a famous case, I gave the lead judgment, and they said the thing should be reciprocal. If you can sue the revenue, if
they can sue you,
you can also sue them.
Yeah.
And it was accepted. And my colleagues agreed with me. So I moved a new rule there. Finally, my then Chief Justice was Wambuzi. Very nice man. He's now in his...
Wako Wambuzi.
Yes, he's still there in his 90s, and he's recently finished writing a book. And one day, I was playing golf. There are rules of golf which you have to obey.
Yeah.
At one time, I was the deputy chairman of the Ugandan Golf Club Board of Trustees. So one day, quite rightly, something very urgent turned up. And he called the meeting in the afternoon of a Wednesday when I was already playing golf.
You are at the golf course playing
golf? Yeah, at
golf.
the golf course. Then the message came urgently, the Chief Justice wants you. I said, let me talk to him. I said, excuse me, I am in the middle of a game of golf. There are certain rules of golf, I can't break them, they will punish me. He sighed, he said, George, really? So, yeah. Okay, we shall have the meeting tomorrow. Because really, I was telling him the truth. I was telling him the truth. People are afraid to tell the truth. I was telling you, so one of the younger people.
You told him the truth.
Me, I said, he said, they have refused me to do this. I said, who has? He gets angry with me. Instead of telling me who, he doesn't want to say because he's afraid of the other person. So he's rather abusing me than the other person who is refusing him this. We have a problem, and this is the danger of letting fear govern your situation. I wrote an article where judges were, where one minister, when I ruled against the NRM, in one case I ruled against the NRM, and one minister said, Kanyeihamba is ungrateful. How can he bite the hand that
feeds him?
Yes. Then I said, this man doesn't understand what judicial is about, whatever.
Yeah.
But another one, Mulira of Toronto, wrote in the Monitor, praising me in the case of Samuel Gerere versus the Attorney General. Because again, in that case, I gave a lead judgment in which I said that Samuel Gerere and Cecilia Ogwaro were correct to challenge a certain law.
Yeah.
And the minister said that the news that Kanyeihamba, a pillar of the movement, to find in favor of Samuel Gerere a political opponent of long standing is too good to be true. But there was nothing to praise for me. Once you are made a judge, then you must behave in accordance with judicial ethics and the law. Yeah. Not with Museveni. Or because he's just an individual. And appointing judges is one of his functions as president.
As a president.
If he didn't appoint judges, we would impeach him for failing to do his duty. But one after the other comes, he appointed me judge, I'm good. Where? He never appointed you. He didn't even know you before. Apart from those he knows as cadres. And if he appoints a cadre, he's also wrong. We're not supposed to appoint a cadre because he's a cadre, but because he's a qualified candidate to be a judge.
Yeah.
This is where I have a problem with my people. There is no loyalty in these jobs. That is why on 2 occasions I voted, rather I ruled against Museveni because the law was on the side of the litigant than on the side of government. One judge one time whispered to me, said, you know, I can't do this because of where I come from. I said, what has that to do with it?
Professor, just a quick one. Let us talk about the doctrine of separation of power.
Yes.
What is your take over that?
Well, that's a doctrine that is associated with a Frenchman called Montesquieu, and I describe it very fully in all my books on constitutional law.
Yeah.
Namely, Evolution of Constitutional Law, Government and the Public Law, and in Constitutional Law of Uganda and the Government. It has now become...
Has the doctrine been compromised?
Oh yes, in Uganda it has. In Uganda it doesn't exist anymore. We put it in our constitution. And I wrote in my book, one of those books on public law, that separation of powers means separating the functions of the government so that they are performed by different people who are independent. So you have in the judiciary exercise judicial powers, but independent of the judiciary and the parliament. You have parliament making laws independent of the executive and of the judiciary. And finally, when the executive is planning the budget and formulating policies, it should not be interfered with by the judiciary or by the parliament. That is what is substance. It means it's separation of powers. But in Uganda, unfortunately, the theory has been forgotten, harassed, and outlawed. And what we have is fusion of powers, with the executive exercising all the three functions of government. What do I mean by that? Today, you cannot be appointed a judge unless the president says so.
Sure.
You can't. Therefore, in practice, those judicial powers of appointing judges have been fused with those of the executive. Now the president nominates and appoints. I don't think this is Kanyeihamba saying so. Many documents are saying so. The newspapers report, New Vision and Daily Monitor. The president has appointed Mr. X, Chief Justice. He's appointed so and so. Especially judges. The judicial function, which is still performed judicially, is the appointment and dismissal of junior officials in the judiciary, like registrars and the small magistrates. Those are still done by the Judicial Service Commission. But Museveni has taken over the role of nominating and appointing judges, including his own cutters. The late Justice Sekoko, John Sekoko, who was always very careful not to criticize the executive, made a statement before his death that he regrets the cadreship which has now taken over the judiciary, meaning the president is now
appointing cadres
to become judges, and not the Judicial Service Commission. The former Chief Justice, Bata Katurebe, commissioned me to investigate the allegations of corruption, abuse of office, and incompetence in the judiciary. I named 7 judges
who are corrupt,
who are alleged to be corrupt, including 3 who were given to me by the Chief Justice himself, Bata Katurebe. I gave the copy of my report to the President's office. I gave a copy to the Judicial Service Commission directly because the President, the Chief Justice had refused to remit my submissions to the copy. The chairman of the Judicial Service Commission acknowledged my report. Then they called me for interview. The Judicial Service Commission. I interacted with about 3 of them who turned up on my report and confirmed the evidence, not the allegation, the evidence, concrete written evidence.
Pinning them down.
The chairman of the Judicial Service Commission has never responded to me.
Till now?
Yes, but I got a letter from some scribbled signature by a clerk from the Judicial Service Commission said the following, and the name of all the judges I have faulted and the magistrates that they were cleared. Then I wrote to the Judicial Service Commission, to the chairman. I said, please give me evidence of how this came to be cleared. He has never responded. Then later, Museveni was also complaining there are people who are corrupt.
In the judicial? In
the judiciary and elsewhere, ministers never name them. But when they name people who are corrupt, or who receive the government money corruptly, including people like Basajja Balaba, Museveni said he should be asked to pay the money. The statement ends there, and you never know whether they paid the money.
So who should follow up? Who should follow up on such cases?
Isn't it you, my friend? Isn't it you journalists and reporters? Shouldn't you go into Museveni and say, on such and such a day?
You said such and such a statement.
But Basajja Balaba should be paying the money. Have they ever told you whether he paid it? It is Museveni, the Attorney General, the Director of Public Prosecutions,
DPP,
CID. Those are the people you should ask. Not Kanyeihamba. I retired.
Professor,
and I don't have I don't have power there.
You need to go for lunch. But why who engineers they continue announcing of you being dead? Because on several occasions people have come out to announce.
When the Kabaka of Uganda called me, because he knows me, and I answered, and they said, you are reported dead. Well, I really don't know who does, but there is one politician who believes I am 90 or 100, and then when I say I'm 82, I am telling lies.
Who is that politician? Oh,
well, I don't mind mentioning him. He's called Habge. Habge was
he claims you are how old?
People told him that I am 82. And he said, no, Kanyeihamba is much older than that. I don't know why it is over interest for him to be. I have retired. I'm no longer seeking a job.
You're not seeking for any government office.
Yeah. But you are asking who declares dead. Now a man who doubts your death, say he should be much older than that. Would he be surprised if they told him you are dying? He said, yeah, he was already old. So I am saying where the sources come from. So somebody like Ahabwe, a former MP for my constituency, is the kind of person who would pass rumor of that kind. I'm only guessing. Ahabwe has been the chairman. I wish you could find out for me. He has been the chairman of the airline board, and I've been wondering all along who recommended the Ahabwe to be chairman of the board. You know it has gone down.
Doctor, why don't you take legal action?
Against who?
Against whoever claims you're dead when you're still alive, and whoever says you are you're beyond 82 years of age.
Younger man, what damage have they done to me? What can I prove damage have done? Apart from letting us laugh like this one. I told you I don't fear anything other than God. So for me, I laugh because if they say I'm dead, I'm alive, and I know it's only God who determines whether I'm dead or not.
This rumor
it doesn't worry me.
Spreads more on social media.
If I feared them, I wouldn't mention Ahabwe. Because you ask Ahabwe, he's still around. I don't think they have jailed him. They say they are going to jail those people who messed up the airline, Uganda airline. But Ahabwe is not one of them, presumably, because he can't make a decision. That's why the airline failed. But you find out, how did he become chairman of the board?
Hopefully he won't use such statements against you in courts of law that you allege is incompetent.
But he is incompetent. I can prove it. I can prove it, yes. I am the one who recommended me first to replace me as NP for Rwanda. I introduced him to the church, both Catholic and the Protestant, Rwanda. I took him, we were in church together. I said, this is our next MP. Then he promised he's going to make the bridge. There is a swamp near our area in the constituency. But he never did anything. That is incompetence. If you promise to do something and you don't do it. And he's never
Maybe he did get the money from central government.
Are you his spokesman now?
Doctor, thank you so much for your time.
Because you see, I was a representative in that area.
Yeah.
You ask, Kanyeihamba has got a hostel in Rwanda named after him. Kanyeihamba hostel. There is a road called Kanyeihamba Road. Why? Because I developed the area. They still remember.
Professor,
okay.
Are you on social media?
What is social media? There is one media called Alternative Digital, which interviews me from time to time. But personally, I'm not on to say this is my address.
We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
No, I don't.
You're not?
No, I don't, no.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much for your time. We are
very
so
nice hosting you. And as you can see, you've been here for an hour or so.
Yeah.
I am still very strong. You are the one who has given up.
We shall come back again.
Okay, please do.
Next time, we shall arrange and come. Thank you so much for having a nice art piece.
Thank you. We are not there, but I wish you could be there or you put it on friends of mine and I have founded Kanyeihamba Foundation, which stands for integrity, national conscious, transparency.
Yeah.
And I want you people, including you, you will get an invitation to be members.
We will.
Especially the younger people. Some are waiting to see me from lawyers.
In Islam, we say, Inshallah, God willing.
Okay, fine.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Inshallah.
Nice artwork.
And
nice
read my book on Islam, since you are a Muslim.
Yeah, I will.
It's called Kanyeihamba's Reflections on Muslim Leadership Crisis in Uganda.
Actually, the next time we come back here, we shall tackle that.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Those are younger people who are coming for Kanyeihamba Foundation.
Wow.
Some of them are lawyers. I think they are all
Maybe they
lawyers.
should come here and pose for a picture.
Yeah, you come in. Come in. Come in.
Come in. And stand behind here.
Oh, they are quite a few.
They are very smart, eh?
So it is the Kanyeihamba Foundation.
Yeah.
But the people believe in it. And what it stands for, not in this old man.
Yeah.
As I have told you, you said, why don't you sue people who are saying you are dying? I said, why? What damage have they done to me? Nothing. They're just amusing you.
Wow.
How are you, young ladies and gentlemen? You wanted a picture here.
Yeah.
So you can tell your readers, since some of them are from overseas, that's why I was there, a delegation of younger people who are anxious to join the Kanyeihamba Foundation visited me.
Yeah. I will tell the world.
Okay, you do.
Let me take this with my phone. Actually, even the big cameras are taking.
Okay.
Good one. Professor,
Yes.
Uncle George.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
I love you so much.
You are a very good interview.
Thank you so much.
Interviewer.
Thank you so much for appreciating.
You are welcome.
I'll come back next time.
Please
we shall
do.
handle other issues. Of course, the world needs to hear from you.
This will go on the media immediately or sometime in the future? Or what?
Immediately.
Okay, fine.
Okay, kale, tubadde ku extra digest mugoba nsonga. Now I turn back to Uganda to sign out.
Olwogera bulungi.
Ndwogera bulungi. Abantu bano baweeyoka ebigambo by'Oluganda bitono nnyo. Otumire ne ku bantu bo.
Basewo na banyabo nsanyuse nnyo kulaba nti YouTube eze wano n'enkyalira ate nga mulabye abantu bangi bankyalira nnyo. Kubanga kano egenda kufuuka ofiisi ndinamu munankane agenda kunnyambako ate memba wa Kanyeihamba Foundation y'omukyala n'omwami Sentamu Kyagulanyi ate n'omwami Norbert Mau nabo ba members.
Senkulu wa DP.
Senkulu wa DP. Nenankani bwe twalonkinga ekitabo kino kya Evolution of Constitutional Public Law ne Government nankani current speaker wa parliament Olanya yali mugenyi mukulu nayogola obugambo bulungi nnyo ku byenkoledde Uganda. Bwe mulabe mujja wano abasirikale abagoba kubanga bali nga bonoona nnyo ng'omulamuzi awuumudde nandibadde nina abasirikale ba poliisi wano naye bankola bubi nnyo nnyo. Prime Minister oyo alekudde Wakana Lugunda mukwano gwange n'agamba funa abalala kyekyo kiriwo
kale
mbala mukiza nnyo.
tweyanzege Uncle George tujja kuba twongera okukyalira. Njagala kwebaza bannayuganda abawangalira Uganda abawangalira emitala w'amayanja. Banga libadde ddene nnyo nga muŋŋamba ndeete Professor George Wilson Kanyeihamba era nga alhamdulillah twebaza Allah yatonda eggulu n'ensi atusobosezza okumufuna olunaku lwaleero. Tujja kubanga twongera okumunoonyaako. Mbagaliza birungi byerere.
Nga sinaba kufa.
Ya kituufu ekyo Uncle George. Oli mutuufu nnyo Uncle George. So mbagaliza birungi byerere Omukama Katonda abakuume. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Idris Lukwago webale, Daniel Mugoya webale, ne Keith Kanabi, ne Tone Senabuli mwebale nyumba dala. Allah abakume insha Allah. Uncle George Allah akukume.
Webale nyo Allah inshallah and omanyi nankanise yayogera. The rector of the oldest university in the world, Muhammad, baba mugamba nti lwacholese omukristaayo kuza mu nsonga z'abasiraamu bambule Kampala n'abagamba nti mwe muli basiraamu temumanyi nti Allah akozesa buli muntu yenna asaanira to solve Muslim problems ne basirika. So my book called Kanyeihamba's Commentaries on Uganda Muslim Crisis is a textbook, is used at the Islamic University at Mbale. Wow. And was recommended by Abu Kasozi, who was a professor there, who said that he has never seen a non-Muslim write so lovingly on Islam affairs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uncle George. Mubere bulungi. See you next time. Love you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.